Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're starting our front page review today with The Nation. Major headline: the Nigerian Revenue Service (NRS) chair, tax reforms will support sustainable growth. Laws not targeted at opposition figures. In other news, Wike Bashiru clash over Rivers politics. Minister leaves state alone. Party chief resign, face politics. In other news, Kwakwanso Governor Yusuf part ways. Federal lawmakers split. Stock market capitalization hits 101 trillion naira, fits a milestone. This is good news. Arraigned Maduro and president. Ondo Justice Ministry, 3 others lead in performance review as Kalu timeout for OT's government. So what story are we starting with? There's also a picture story of back to school. Good news for those that are in resuming school in Ibadan. Pupils of Okebola Comprehensive High School. Our uniform looks very, very looks like the kind of uniform that I wore when I was in school.
Yeah,
all right.
Like my primary school.
Yeah. What story are we starting with?
I took the story of the crisis that has broken out in between Minister Nyesom Wike and the All Progressives National Secretary Senator Ajibola Bashiru. They are exchanging words because Wike has been going about talking about Fubara, and Bashiru has told him to look, please mind your party, leave our party. If you are APC, you are PDP member. Fubara is APC. Leave him. So he went to advise. I had to advise him to quit the position of minister, so that he can face reverse politics. Wike is saying that all of them are running there because there is a 600 billion naira that's what's his name left.
The
sole administrator, the one that he left. So that's what. So Bashiru has told him that come, this matter that you are talking, be able to prove it because you will answer me in court. Say it's 600 billion that I'm going to go and collect. So. And
you know the funny thing, it's the stubborn head that Wike has. That Fubara did not match. Is that Edmond have come to match it. So Bashiru have energy.
He has energy. Interesting.
So we'll be watching this movie. Well, I have the
you know, because the other one, Gidom, is APC in Gaidom in Port Harcourt, University, was abusing Fubara. This don't even talk to our own person. Our is our governor.
Okay.
Oh, try it. So this you see, Rivers politics is popcorn.
Yes, we pop the corn and sit down and watch.
I tell you, I love watching.
I was watching what they were doing online when he was talking, and then they'll not play the band. It's the band that is the band that gets
it. Beyond the band, there was one. Amaka, you miss the voice. There was one voice behind Wike that every word he says, last word, he echoes it. So he has Oletele Afa in his team. Also now, this drama is looking like the Bashiru is the Dada's Edmond. It's Fubara's
fantastic.
Coming to bring drama.
Like Wike has advised us. Pop your corn, watch the movie. Nima, what story do you have?
I have the Institute of Governance and Leadership Accountability. They've released their 2025 end-of-year assessment of the Ondo State government. And leading in front in good performances, of course, is the Ministry of Justice in Ondo State, headed by Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice, Olukayode Ajulo SAN, ON, who is overall best performing ESCO member. After him, of course, is the Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Mrs. Olaolu Akidolire, and then after her is the Commissioner for Health, and like that. So they, of course, lauded the Attorney General of Ondo State for his several contributions, chairing several committees, agencies, working against anti-human trafficking, land grabbing, and all of those innovative ideas that he's brought. So, well done.
Okay, so I have a major headline. The tax laws that took effect last week will support sustainable development and rapid economic growth. Executive Chairman of the Nigerian Revenue Service, NRS, formerly Federal Inland Revenue Services, Dr. Zach Adedeji, has said. He explained that while tax reform often attracts political commentary, the overriding objective remains the stability of the economy and the development of credible institutions capable of supporting long-term national progress. He dismissed fears that the new tax reform framework could be used by the federal government to marginalize political opposition or target individuals based on political affiliation. He also said that the reforms were driven by national interest and institutional accountability. So we should get ready, because in 2026, we'll keep hearing about, at least the first quarter, about this tax law reforms. We keep hearing about it, keeps echoing, because there's just so many wrong and misinformations out there, so that people can, come on board and jump on board and align with this new agenda.
All right, moving on to the Punch. Major headline: 2027 battle. Rivers crisis escalates as top APC governors back Fubara. APC Secretary, FCT Minister clash over Rivers Governor. How Imo politics spark Wiki APC rift. YK already said, pop your popcorns to watch that series. Venezuela, Maduro arraigned in U.S. court amid protest. In other news, you have insurgency, AU extends Nigeria, others joint military operations. Sahara Group eyes 7,000 megawatts in major power sector push. Joshua may quit boxing after car crash. And Nigerians cut household spending by 14 trillion as inflation bites hard. What story do we take before the break?
Okay, let me take Maduro. It's a very short one. So the toppled president, or the kidnapped president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, pleaded not guilty to narcotic charges when arraigned in court yesterday in New York. And his wife and him, who were captured on January 3rd, and indicted on charges linking them to narcotic terrorism and conspiracy, were both arraigned in court in New York. Protesters were in court on both sides, opposing and supporting the U.S. president on his kidnap of the president of another country.
Abduction.
Of the president of another country. So we are just watching. That's what the...
Another season film loading.
Another popcorn.
Another popcorn moment. We'll take a break. When we return, we continue with the front page review. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. We're continuing the front page review. We're talking about The Nation. What story should we take
No,
next?
we're not in The Nation. We're in
Oh,
the
we're
Punch.
now in
Yes.
Punch.
Hey, Tokpa is still on
She needs that
holiday.
rest.
Flesh and blood did not reveal it to you. So, what is Joshua saying?
Okay, let's
Yes, so
Attorney
the
Joshua.
former heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, has said, it's his uncle, he didn't say it, his uncle has told Punch exclusively that the 36-year-old boxer has said he will quit boxing. You know that the two that died were his very close, one was his boxing coach, the other one was his, I can't remember. Anyway, they said the family visited him in Shagamu. The Punch visited him in Shagamu, and they said they're even happy that he's about to quit boxing, because every time he's knocked down in the ring, their chest is coming out of their mouth. They're very emotional about it. So it's even traumatic for them. And Joshua has said that he's going to look after the families of his friends that were killed in the car crash. I think it's such a sad story, and I wanted to take that story because I want to talk about the situation on our roads. Yes, the driver was at fault. I'm not exonerating the driver, and I'm happy that he has been arrested. But we too, we need to check. I've been taking pictures. I want to put it into a small video. On that Lekki road, I see trailers there every day, every night.
Without any indication.
No lights. I mean, it's dark.
They are not
Now,
enforcing trailers.
my cousin, who is a doctor in America, he said, when at Christmas, he said to me, he said that one thing he has noticed when he comes to Nigeria is that nobody is wearing glasses and they are driving. Are you telling me that no Nigerian needs glasses?
That's this.
Do you understand? And I remember when I went for my eye test, The doctor said, your eyes, you need glasses to drive. I said, no, I can drive. Nobody's going to. He said, no. If you are driving in England, you will need glasses. He gave me glasses for driving. Do you understand? But in this part of the world, we don't take those kind of things.
It's true. How many bus drivers do you actually see with glasses?
No,
I've never seen
they
anyone.
You don't see anybody with glasses now.
Wow, that's true. That's a good one.
So I was even giving my own glasses too, so that I can drive with it, because the sun reflecting back in my eyes giving me this pain in the eye.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, the African Union Peace and Security Council has renewed the mandate of the multinational joint task force fighting Boko Haram in the Lake Chad Basin for another 12 months. I don't know why 12 months. Within 1 month, they should just finish everything.
Okay.
The MNJTF comprises military personnel from Benin, Cameroon, Chad, and Nigeria, and is headquartered in N'Djamena with a mandate to end the Boko Haram insurgency. Niger was a member until its withdrawal in 2025. The extension adopted at the Council's 1,318th meeting held on December 15, 2025, and obtained from the AU website on Monday stated the renewed mandate will run from February 1st, 2026 to January 31st, 2027. It said in part requests the AU Commission and the LCBC to renew the Memorandum of Understanding and support implementation agreement that guides the provision of the AU's additional support to the MNJTF for a period of 1 more year. So this is great. It shows that at least we are listening and we are fighting terrorism. But I just don't think we need under 12 months. I think within 1 month we can just end this whole thing.
By God's grace. So we all know that there's been the economy shrunk, but now we have data supporting it. They said household consumption shrunk by 31% in 2024. That Nigerians cut their household expenses, and it was based on the inflation. They also mentioned in the news article that the persistent high inflation to 2024, soaring food prices, transport, energy, and accommodation costs have pushed many families to the edge, and they are having to prioritize just basic needs that even many lower income earners cannot afford staple food items because it rose so high in 2024. However, the salary increase within 2024 by 18% still did not make much difference, because the salary might have increased, but the expenses took the entire increase in the salary that happened. So I'm happy they have the data. Hopefully it would impact on the policy implementation going forward. Moving on to Daily Sun, major headline. Wike APC scribe fight over Fubara. We've taken that story already. Bode George calls for viable opposition to strengthen democracy, wants federal government to stop harassing Bala Muhammad. Makinde. In other news, Governor Otis' diatribe won't stop Tinubu APC's victory in 2027 from Orji Kalu. Security beef up as local government workers resume in Osun State. Federal government to case stiffer measures against exam malpractices, assign unique questions to candidates. PDP crisis, Turaki Wike camp renew fight. Ministers' men battle for control of states. As there's a picture of the Sun Awards 2025. All right, what story should we start with?
Let me take the Federal Ministry of Education announcing stiffer measures against exam malpractice. So the Director of Press and Public Relations to the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, has announced new measures to ensure that we have more credible examinations within the country. He is reported to have said that there will be randomization and serialization of questions, just as we used to do in JAM, and that will ensure that while all candidates are writing the same exam, they do not have the same sequence and arrangement. You know, they will have different sequences and arrangement that will separate each candidate and ensure that every student writes a unique version of the exam, just as JAM type whatever we used to have. And he also announced that there will be a unique examination learner's identity number for all candidates that will enable that you don't bring a strange person, those trafficking of exam writers into exam hall to take exam. And, you know, it will strengthen monitoring and accountability and support of long-term reforms of exams and certification and data management of exam subscribers. He also said that they will be conducting They'll be conducting exams now under strengthened supervision and coordination, and relevant examination bodies must ensure strict compliance. And then he reiterated the ministry's stance on transfer of candidates at the senior secondary school class 3 that we had taken as our topic last year. He also said that, to ensure transparency, and the federal ministry has announced new national continuous assessment, that has been developed for immediate implementation. He has asked also the exam bodies, WAEC, NECO, to follow strictly these new regulations that they have released.
All right. Moving on to Vanguard, major headline. Terrorist abducts passengers on busy Kwara highway, sets police outpost ablaze in Niger. Residents flee communities in Agwara, Borgu local government area after weekend's deadly attack by bandits. Then we have the story, Trump sets sights on Greenland, threatens Cuba, Colombia, Mexico. And then we took the story of Wike APC scribe on warpath over rivers. Over 33% of Nigerian immigrants in the US live on public benefits. That's from Trump. Super Eagles thrash Mambas 4-0. Zoom into quarter-finals. I was really curious about the 33% Nigerians, but somebody has the story of Super Eagles. Who has the story?
I do. Congratulations to us and to my husband and my son. The two of them did not sleep. We girls went to sleep. So yesterday, the Super Eagles beat the Mambas of Mozambique a 4-0 beating to qualify to quarterfinals. And so we're looking at us making it, hopefully, to the top of the AFCON eventually. So thanks to Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen and Akko Adams, who released all the 4 goals in between the 90 minutes match. Congratulations to Nigerians. I don't know why people are not excited.
We are excited, yo. So Trump released a figure that was showing the number. Actually, the administration released a figure showing the list of countries and the rates among them whose immigrants are living off some form of public benefits. That's a bit of welfare. And the top 10 countries don't include Nigeria, but Nigeria is among the least because Nigeria gets about, Nigerians, about 33% of Nigerians are receiving some form of support. The top 10 on the list are Bhutan, Yemen, Somalia, Marshall Islands, Dominican Republic, Afghanistan, Congo, Guinea, Samoa, Cape Verde. And the lowest 10 countries also don't include Nigeria, but Nigeria is in between. I wish they released data on what the amounts Nigerians are paying in taxes.
Don't mind it.
Because
I would like to see what
very,
UK would say, and I would like UK to release what they make from Nigerians whenever they bring those their criticism.
All right, so we move on to our final paper for today, the Nigerian Tribune. And the major headline is the story we've been taking, Wike APC National Secretary in War of Words. We've been taking that story all through.
Wike is fighting everybody. Inside
Tribune, another person is facing
he's
him.
fighting the PDP National Working Committee.
He's a wonderful
He has
person.
energy. He has energy.
Yeah.
Get energy, go.
He should go and mentor Anthony Joshua. Other stories, Yobe boat accident, death toll rises to 29, sadly 10 still missing. Health story, natural compound in chocolate can slow down aging. Auntie Yenny, we have to start eating chocolate seriously now. Unsweetened one. Then court orders interim forfeiture of 30 trillion, 30.7 million naira linked to alleged NNPCL fraud. And Tinubu appoints Abe Adeniyi as NUPRIC, NMDPRA board chairman, 6 Senate confirmation. But let's quickly take this story of court's orders.
Yes. So the Federal High Court in Abuja yesterday granted an interim, that's a temporary order to forfeit 30.7 million linked to alleged fraud perpetrated within the NNPC to the federal government. And this means that whoever owned the money can show up before it is permanently forfeited, to come and defend this matter. Simple and short.
So just quickly, the death toll from Saturday is an update of the boat accidents in the Yobe State. This has risen from 25 earlier announced to 29. They stated that 4 more bodies were recovered But then they're still looking for 8 to 10 passengers who are still missing. And that 13 passengers who were injured have been discharged from a local hospital.
Fantastic.
So may their soul rest in peace. And I hope they find the remaining bodies.
All right, that's all we can take on Front Page Review for today. We'll go on a break. When we return, we move into our hot topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.